Hello, Yuga. Hello. Okay, sorry, I'm just making sure the audio is working. Hi guys. So yeah, I'm gonna do a training time stream because I want to. And just like there's just some things like that are on my mind right now that I just like I need to talk about and like I need people's opinion. So yeah, that's why I'm on right now. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be training tonight. So we're gonna be training Ash, aka Finn. He's like the only horse that has like a different star stable name from his like the name I actually wanted him to be. So, but yeah, I think this is like my new favorite horse. Um, so yeah. But yeah, like I wouldn't say the Hanoverians are like my favorite breed. Like they're definitely probably like my second or third. But they're in my top 5, but this horse specifically, like, I absolutely freaking love this horse so freaking much. Um, also, I just realized if this I don't know, because I wasn't on like, I was on last night, um, and so I'm just realizing that it might, the races might not have reset since then. Okay, looks like they have. Phew. Okay, we're good. Because yeah, as you can tell, I'm on a different horse now. And so um I got my one of my Andalusians up to level 15 yesterday. I was really proud of myself. I like sat and trained for like 2 to 3 hours, I think. So I was on Star Stable for a hot minute. Um just training, and I actually did got get to train with one of my subscribers a little bit. So that was kind of fun, but yeah. But yeah, we're just gonna get on a train, and there's just like, there's just like a couple things that like I kind of want to put out there because I just want more people's advice. Um, so so yeah, so we'll go ahead and just kind of start with that. Um, so if you know on my other streams, I've talked about like my cats, and I have 3. Um, and my 2 oldest, they're kind of like they're independent cats. And my oldest cat, she's like the alpha, she's like the leader of the pack. She's the oldest, and she's not really a people cat, and she's not really like a cat. Like she doesn't like really other cats, and she just like specifically in her space, and she just doesn't, she's not really a people cat either. Um and so, I was thinking about it, and then and then my other male cat, whose name is Smokey, he is he's also not a people cat. He's like he'll deal with them. Like he doesn't like hate them, I guess, like my cat Mango does. But he's not thrilled about people either. And so, and like he puts up with my youngest cat, Missy, you know, but like he's not, he doesn't like to play or do any of that either. And he's like a year older than her. But my youngest cat, she's still, I mean, she's almost 1.5 now. And she's just, I don't know, she's a people cat, and she's a cat. She loves, she honestly likes other cats. She loves people, especially. Like, just she loves people. Like, we'll have anybody come over, like, even if it's like a work person to like fix something at the house, and she will be all over them, just purring and meowing and just all the time. She loves people. And she just likes to be around other cats. Like, she's with our neighbors' cats all the time. But, like, what I'm thinking is, she just needs a lot of love and a lot of attention, and my other cats don't give her that because 'cause they're just, they're not really social cats, which is fine. And I just, I like, I don't, you know like, I'm not like, I don't abandon my cats. Like, I still feed them, I clean out their litter box, and I still go out and pet them and spend time with them, but it's not a lot. Like, I'll usually go out there, sit out there for 5 minutes, give them some pets and love in the evenings, and, like, that's just about it. Like, there's not a lot. And the other thing too, Missy, is like, my cat Mango, like, if I bring, because like, she's, like, the only cat I bring up, but, like, my cats are outdoor cats, mostly, but I do sneak my cat into my room quite often, even though I'm not supposed to. Um, I know, rebellious, I know. But, she's fine around me, like, she's a mama's girl. Like, she'll sit and she'll lay down, and she'll purr, and she'll want cuddles and scratches and all that, and my cat Smokey's kinda the same way. He's more of he's not really a lay down and sleep with you kinda cat. He's more of a lap cat, where it's like, if you sit down to read a book or something, he'll just wanna come and sit on your lap and be pet and purr. But Missy's not like that. She doesn't like to be picked up. She's not a cuddle cat. Um, she's just, y you know, she's just not like that, which is fine. But it's been making me think of whether I should rehome her because, like, I can give her more attention, I can, and the thing is, like, I have not made a full decision yet. I haven't. Like, I'm gonna give it another week, and I'm gonna, like, give her some more attention, maybe, and play with her a little bit more and just give her that time, just to see if that, like, helps with her because, like, you can tell she's lonely because, like, she'll be in the garage and she'll just sit at the door, like, all the time, like, she'll just sit at the door. And so, um, it's just making me think, and it kinda breaks my heart a little because, like, even though, like, she's not the cat that, like, I'm the most, like, connected with, I guess, like, but, it'd still be hard you know, to give her away, but I'm also just thinking about it, and I'm like, if it's gonna be the best thing for her to have, like, a cat friend that is also high energy and can play with her and can give her and then has also another human that can give her that love and that attention that she needs, like, that would be worth it, I think? And so it's just a hard decision to make, and I don't know. I mean, like, it's not that she's not happy here, like, she is, she gets fed, and she gets fed and she has water and litter and, to be fair too, she also goes and plays with the cats across the street. So she does have pals that way, but it just at home, she just doesn't, you know? And so I don't know if I should just kind of let it be or if I should try and rehome her, because I want her to be happy. And like I said, I haven't made any decisions and I'm not going to this week. This week I am going to try and spend some more time with her and play with her a little bit more. Because I can and I know I can. I just haven't because like I said, my other two cats don't need that. Like they don't want to play really. Like Mango will play a little bit and Smokey is just like, "What are you doing?" kind of cat, he's kind of like that. And so they just, they're not my other two aren't like play cats. And so I just don't have to put as much thought into it, but I can give her that extra time if she needs it and she just needs that extra love. So, I'm going to give it a week, maybe a week and a half and just give her that extra love and attention. and see if it helps. Um, and I was also thinking about it because her and Mango, I don't know, like they've always kind of been in a hassle. Like they've always kind of been at odds because, Missy likes to get in everybody's space. Like cats, humans, doesn't matter. Like she will get in your space. And as humans, like that's kind of fine. But with like the cats that I have, they don't like it. Like Smokey tolerates it, but he's not particularly fond of it either. And so I'm just sitting here thinking about it and I'm like, maybe I should try to rehome her because it would be better maybe for her. But I don't know. I don't know. Leave your guys' thoughts in the comments of like what you guys think. Again, like I'm not gonna make any decisions this week. Um, like I'm just not. But it is something to think about. If it would maybe possibly be better for me to like just rehome her. And if I do rehome her, like I'm gonna be so picky about like who gets her. Like it's gonna be a whole thing of like, I want to come to your house and like I want to bring her and see how she likes it. And like it's gonna be kind of that whole ordeal because like again, she's a cat that needs just someone that, if I do rehome her, she's just gonna need somebody who's got that extra time and has got a cat that will be, you know, accepting and social like she is. And can have a person who can give her the love that she wants and needs too. So I don't know. It's a I don't know. It's a really hard decision to make, and like it's really hard because so when I got Missy, I actually got her and her sister. Um, so I actually originally had both her and her sister, but her sister disappeared. And I'm pretty sure ended up just like getting eaten by a coyote, by the field by our house, which was really sad. That was really hard. Um, and so like that was just, it was hard, and I cannot get another cat. I can't. Like I like it's just not something I can do right now because I live at my parents' house and they like I've already brought cats home without really telling them, and they really got mad at me, and I know that I just can't get away with that again. So like I can't bring her another cat that could like help her or like be her buddy, and I wish I could. I really do. I really wish I could, but I can't. Um And the other thing too is like our cats like are supposed to be like hunters because like we live, by farms and by fields. And so like there's a lot of rodents. So there's mice and gophers and moles and voles and all that. And so like we need like cats to help contain that. And Smokey and Mango do really good at that. They're really good hunters. They're good at what they do and they do it. But Missy, she's just not really a hunter. Like, she's fine she's found rodents before, but she doesn't kill them. She just plays with them. And I mean that too. Like, she literally legitimately plays with them. I think I've had 3 times where I have come out and she's just been playing with the rodents. Like, she's just been playing with them, and I've caught, like, 3 of the ones that she was supposed to kill with my hands. Don't ask me how I did that, I still don't know. Um, and so she's not really a hunter either, and that's kind of what we need cats for. And it's like, look, if I get married or something, like, they're gonna probably be used for, like, a different purpose because I probably won't, like, live on a farm or whatever with my fiancé or my husband. And so that'll be like a different thing. But, you know, I don't know, I don't know. It's like I could try to keep her until like I move out and like could get another cat maybe, but I don't know. And the other part of me too is like she's only like a year and a half. Like she's still kind of a kitten, especially because like she had a litter of kittens and she had them when she was like 8, 9 months old. Like she was so young and it wasn't planned. And so I think she's still acting like a kitten because she just didn't really get to be a kitten fully cuz the bastard cat from across the street got her pregnant. Which she can't get pregnant anymore. She is spayed now, so that can't happen. Um, but it's making me wonder if I should just like rehome her because she's just not a hunter and she just needs more of that socializing. Again, I don't know. I don't know. And again, like I'm gonna give it a week. Also, I just went to the wrong place. I just realized that. Um, but yeah, like, if you guys listen to this, leave me a chat or a comment and just like give me some advice on this. Cause I don't want to get rid of her. Like, I really do like her. Like, she's a pill, but I really do like her, but I don't know. Give me your guys' advice. I need advice. I don't know. Um, I don't know. It's a hard call to make as a pet owner, you know? And like, I'm sure my parents would be happy. They'd be thrilled to not have another pet. Um, so I don't know. For them, it's not really about her. It's about just not having another pet at the house. But for me, it's just like it's hard. I mean, she's my baby. I don't want to have to get rid of her, but at the same time, I want her to be happy and I want her to be able to be the cat that she wants to be. And again, and after like my other cat and her got in a fight, like a bad fight tonight, like I could hear it from across the house. I was like, and it's like, I mean, it's kind of fine, kind of, because I mean, it's kind of on both of them because Missy got into my cat's Mango's like personal little like hideaway when she doesn't want to be bothered. And so she kind of got into her space and Mango was not having it. Um and so like, it's kind of on Missy for getting in her way and also on Mango for attacking. But it again, and it's like the reason I don't, I'm not worried about Smokey is because he respects her boundaries. He respects Mango's boundaries on like, okay, that's her spot. She's eating. Like, I'm not going to get in the way. Like, he gets that, but she does not. She'll just barge right in there and she just doesn't understand like boundaries that much with like Mango, especially. Like, again, Smokey doesn't really care. But Mango, like, just, you know, Mango just kind of avoids her and doesn't want anything to do with her, and Smokey's kind of the middleman, I guess. But I don't know. It's again, it's just a hard decision to make. It's like, could she make it here and probably be like pretty good? Yeah, absolutely. Like again, we feed her well. Like she looks like she's pregnant. Like she's kind of fat. Um, she's got healthy. She's got a litter box. And she's got like friends, like other cats from our neighbors that are outdoor cats that go and roam around and hunt. So she's got that. Like she does kind of have a bit of a social circle, but I just like I don't know if it's enough. I don't know. Again, I'm not going to make any decisions this week, but it is something that I am going to consider and think about. And it's also something that I'm going to try and just like give her some more love and attention, and I'm gonna try and play with her more this week because I can, and I know I can. Like I know I have the time to do that, especially these next couple weeks because I'm gonna be home a lot more because my dad's having shoulder surgery on Wednesday, and so like I know I'm gonna have the time to be able to like give her some more time and attention. So I'm just I'm gonna go off of that first and kind of see if maybe things can get a little bit better that way and she's kind of acting a little bit more content and, kind of worn out a little bit. But if she's not, then I probably will go ahead and um think about rehoming her possibly. So, I don't know. You For those of you who watch this live or watch this later on, let me know what you guys think about it. Um, because I know a lot of you guys like own pets, whether it's a dog or a cat or whatever. And you guys know like this is a hard thing to think about and it's a hard decision. So, if any of you guys have ideas of like, if there's something I can do to like help stimulate her and like, help her kind of get that socialization um and just like ideas on like what to do if like, I should just bite the bullet and rehome her or if I should just like keep trying or I don't know. You guys just I don't know. Guys, give me ideas. I don't know what to do, genuinely. Um like again, no matter what, I'm not going to make a decision this week, but like just leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think and your guys' like advice if you guys have any cuz I'm lost. So, but yeah, that was kind of the main thing that I just needed to get that off my chest because I just really started like I kind of thought about it like a couple days. What the heck is happening? Like a couple days ago and like I really thought about it today when I came home and I was like I don't know what to do. So, I don't know. If you guys have advice on like, cats that are just really social and really just love people and just need that extra love and attention. Like, how do you do it? And like, yeah, anyway. So, yeah. So that was kind of today's like that was kind of like what it was on my mind. The other thing, for some kind of fun news, I guess, was I got to go up to my grandparents' cabin today, which is why I didn't stream earlier in the day like I normally probably would have, because I was just gone most of the day. And I actually wasn't going to stream. I am doing a really terrible job on this checkpoint thing. I'm so sorry. Um, but yeah, I was up in my grandparents' cabin. I am on Freezing Crater server. That's the server I'm on. Also, hi. Nice to see you. Yes, I am on Freezing Crater is what I'm on. I'm on kind of the less popular server because I don't know, like, if I'm, like, if I'm not streaming, and I'm just, like, playing by myself, I am not a social person on this game. I don't get into conversations, and I don't initiate with anybody usually on this game, um, unless it's people from YouTube. So, I don't know, I'm not really an introvert, like, I can be, but, like, I'm not really an introvert. I'm more of an extrovert. It's just not on this game, if that makes sense. I'm more of an introvert on the game because 'cause I'm just like, you know? I don't know. Also, there's just I feel like there's a lot of drama that goes on in this game, and there's just, like, a lot of weird stuff that can happen, and so I'm just like, "I am going to stay out of it." So that's why I'm never really on chat, like, just randomly, like, those random people that are all over global, and I'm like, "Yeah, it won't be me." 'Cause, yeah, I'm just not into all that, but I'm like, "If you get on and train with me or something, or you wanna come meet me on the game, like, I'll talk, that's fine." Like, I am a total chatterbox when it comes to that. It's just if I don't know you off of YouTube and it's just on game, then I will not say hi. At least Australia also has less lagging, smaller servers. It is true. It is true, it is less laggy. That's one of the reasons why I don't buy, like, new horses usually the day of when they come out because, like, it's just so busy everywhere. Like, it like, oh my word. Like, I know like, the Equestrian Festival is starting next week, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh my gosh, because it's gonna be so crowded everywhere." And it can get really laggy there too. I remember, there was one time I think, like, Nightstar, I think, is, like, the most popular, like, US server, I believe, and I got on it one time just for kicks and giggles. Oh my word. The amount of people, holy, it was nuts, and I was like, yeah, no, there is no way in ever living." I missed that checkpoint. Wow, that was great. But yeah, it was crazy. Some of those servers are just absolutely insane. I do get like, when they do championship ranks, I usually get on, um like, I think it's, like, Cherry Island or something? It's like a really, like, empty French server, um, and so I usually get on there because it's a lot easier to win ribbons. I know that's kinda cheating, but you do what you gotta do, I guess. So, I also am on Cherry Island, at least on my main account. I've never switched over to that on my alt, but on this main account, I have switched over to Cherry Island a couple times. To buy the horses, I still unblock Forest Horse because I can press them when they first come out. Yeah, that's fair. For me, like I have a couple things um that I do for that. It's like first off, I try not to buy a horse until like all of them are at level 5 at least. And then also sorry, I never let my star coin amount go below 5,000. Or I try very hard not to. Um so that's the other thing, and then if I do buy star coins, which I do, haha, um, I only buy them on double star coins because that's, like, the only time they're really worth it, or I'll buy them when, like, they have, like, one of those, like, packs going on, like, Halloween or Christmas, and, like, they come with, like, a bunch of tack and stuff. 300 horses? You have, like, 300 horses? Oh my oh, 3,000. Oh, are you talking star coins? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, whew, I was like, "If you got 300 horses, girl, damn." Um, 3,000. I mean, that's not bad at all. I mean, that'll get you through. It will. I've been trying to, like, save up mine, and then I probably will buy because it's double star coin weekend right now, I believe. So, I probably will buy star coins here this double star coin because we got the Equestrian Festival coming up, and I know I'm gonna be buying at least 2 horses, so I have, like, 42 horses and 6 of them are trained. Hey, that's pretty good. Like, that's decent. That's pretty good. I definitely have a lot more than that. Um, I actually don't know how many I actually have. Um, I know the last time I counted, and this is between both my main account and my alt account, just to, like, try and justify this as much as humanly possible. Um, and I think I had, like, 108. And that's both of my accounts. So that's both my main and my alt account. That's not just like one account. So, pretty decent and most of them are trained. I don't know. I really like training on this game a lot. It's kind of it's soothing. I know a lot of people can find it boring, which it can be. Like you always go through those like burnouts is kind of what they call them, you know, but I don't know, like today, like I've had a really long busy day and it's nice to just get on and train. Um Did you invite a friend? No, I did not. So fun fact, I am not a fan of the Dutch Warmbloods that much. If you go and look in my other videos, like you'll see I'm not a huge fan. Hey girl, glad you were able to join. Yeah, but I am not a huge fan of the Dutch Warmbloods. I know that's a very unpopular opinion. So, no, I did not do the invite a friend. I actually did when they had like the pink cat or whatever. It was like the first reward they had on like the new invite a friend system. So I did do that for my alt account and I did end up getting said cat. But no, I did not do it for the Dutch Warmblood because I'm not a big Dutch Warmblood fan and it just wasn't, it just wasn't worth it to me. Um, and that account is already up to level 12, so it's kind of done and over with by now. And then on the little moth thingies that I think is like the new reward for like the invite a friend. So they are pretty cute. Um, but I am going the wrong way. Holy moly mackerel. Um, I have not done any of the new castle quests. For me, like, and I actually talked about this if you go watch my like introduction to the castle video, because I did like do the introductory quest for it. Um, I've said like usually if there's like a new quest line out or there's I am doing really wonderfully here. I don't usually get into like the quest line or like oh or any of that until oh my goodness, are you kidding me right now? We were doing so well. Um, but I don't usually do any of like the newer quests or anything like that until like 6 months after the new quests come out because you never know if they're going to add like new things or do something like that. So I haven't even gotten anywhere close to starting the new castle stuff. Um so like though they're cute, like they're just not worth the hassle of leveling up another alt account. I probably will get another alt account because I do want to do role plays videos for Star Stable and I know you usually need like 2 or 3 alt accounts for that. So I probably will open up another alt account at some point and I'll probably get it up to level 12. Um but yeah, just for right now it's just not worth it and yeah, I just don't like the Dutch Warmbloods that much, so you just don't like the Gallop. Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, I think the Gallop, at least in my opinion, is kind of one of the better gates. For me, like I talked about this if you go watch my I know I'm advertising myself, it's fine. But like if you go watch my in my like doing the new Swedish Warmbloods, like if you go watch me kind of like getting one and ranking them, um I talk about this where I said that I think that, like, because I don't like the trot. I think the trot is stiff, and I think a lot of the gates are just stiff and just like, it's not that they're, like, not realistic, they're just, like, I don't know, they're just not, like, my style, and so, for me, it just wasn't my vibe, and I talked about this in that video where I said, like, the Swedish Warmbloods, like, that trot and everything, that is what the Dutch Warmbloods should have been and should have had. The Swedish warm blood head is really big. It is, and actually, if you go look at the breed, like just like the breed in general, the breed is actually like their heads are legitimately bigger. Like that's just how the breed is. Like that's actually one of the breed's characteristics. Like if you're talking like purebred Swedish warmbloods, like if you go look at pictures of them, like purebred ones, you'll see like the heads are bigger like, that just generally that wasn't not a mistake by Star Stable. That was them, like, legitimately, like, copying the breed. Um, so I like it personally. I think they did a really good job on the Swedish Warmbloods. I think it was one of their better horses, um, of how they were able to mix, like, dressage and, like, just, like, a normal eventing horse of, like, it has the dressage and the flashy gates, but it also has like a really nice jump as well. So I think, do you have any Gen 1 horses? No, I don't. So sad story about that actually. So I used to have an account, oh geez, back in, oh gosh, what was it? It was a long time ago. It was like middle school time, so that was like what, 6 years ago almost. And so I used to have an account back then where I had a, so no, I've never owned any Gen 1 horses, just to make it clear, but I used to own a Gen 2 American Quarter Horse that I freaking loved. And then my parents, because they, I've talked about this in a different, in a my last stream, I think, but I had very like, my parents are older, like 60s, 70s older, like they are older, and so they are very like traditional, like parents. And like the, it was a good thing in a lot of ways, but also they hated video games. They didn't want me on them. They were just like, "Oh, you're going to get addicted," and all that, which like, they had a point because you can get addicted to your phone and video games, and that has been happening I feel like a lot more with individuals and just people in general in this world. But so they deleted that account, and I was so mad. I was so freaking mad. But they deleted that account, and by the time I like started a new Star Stable account, which is actually this account, um they had gotten rid of the Gen 2 American Quarter Horses, and I couldn't buy another one, and I was so stinking sad. I was so sad. It made me kind of cry a little bit because I like, the Gen 2 horses, like they were kind of crusty, but that, like that Gen 2 American Quarter Horse, like I genuinely liked it. So I'm really, really sad that I was never able to get it back. So anyway, but I do not have any Gen 1s. I do have some Gen 2s though. I was up to almost 4. I can only sleep 3 hours. I think I'm gonna go up to my cousins. That's fine. But yeah, I do have a couple Gen 2s though. I have, oh boy. I have, I think, a Gen 2, oh shoot. Like the English Thoroughbred. There we go. I have the Gen 2 English Thoroughbred. I have the black one, which I actually really, really like that horse. And then I have the, good morning to you too. And then I have, I think, a Gen 2 Morgan, I think. And then I have a lot of the Gen 2 Mustangs. I think I have like 4 or 5 of them because that was like, those were my favorite Gen 2 like horses in the game. Like they were just so pretty. I loved the Gen 2 Mustangs. I still do. Um so then I had a couple of those, and then I believe I bought a Gen 2 Shire right before they retired. And then I also believe I have like the Gen 2 like some of the Gen 2 like magic horses. So like I have the Winefells, and then I have the Nixies, all 3 of them. And then I have 2 of the Winefells. I wasn't able to get like the original 3 cuz they had already retired them, but that was it. The Gen 2, and I don't even know how it ended to be honest. I think a lot of people feel that way. I think a lot of people like they heard like some of the Gen 2s were retiring, and then they went and bought them, and then like never looked at them again. And then like everybody, they'll come back later and be like, "Why the heck is that in my stable? When did I buy that?" So I kind of feel that with my Gen 2 Shire, because the Gen 2 Shire that I bought was kind of like a last minute, like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll get it," kind of thing because it's retiring. But like there are times I get on my alt account because that's where it's at, and I'll look at it and be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot I bought that horse." So I get it. I have it too. Yeah. The the Gen 2 Morgan that I have, I have not like gotten on her and trained her. The only way I've trained her is by using the like the little potion XP bonus potions or whatever they're called. That is the only way I have leveled up that horse. I have not gotten on it to like ride train it because I don't know. It's also because I just don't have tack really that fits the Gen 2s anymore. I don't know. I, I don't know. A lot of people are really like, "Oh, I miss old SSO and I miss the old horses." And I'm like, "You guys are kind of crazy." Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I prefer the Gen 3 horses so much more than the Gen 2s. Like, are there some of the Gen 2s that I miss, just for nostalgic reasons? Like, yeah, absolutely. You know, but I don't know. Like, I think Star Stables has improved that way, in my opinion. We have one Gen 3 joined last year, so that's kind of the it. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I've had this account since oh geez. Like 20 oh gosh. Like 2018, I think, was when I got this account. Question mark. Don't quote me on that. I honestly don't remember. I wish I knew. I should probably look that up. I don't know. It might have been later than I dude, I don't know. I don't remember when I got this account. I should probably look that up. It's so realistic. I don't know why people wouldn't like it. It's yeah, I mean, again, you're new, so you kind of wouldn't like you wouldn't know a lot of this, but like there oh man, let's see, I'm trying to think. Um so like I'm gonna like I don't know how much you know about like the older SSO. Cuz obviously you're new, so you don't really know a lot about it. Um I personally, if I were you, just to kind of get of like basis of like kind of what I'm talking about, I would go and look at like old YouTubers from old SSO, like back in 2014 time era. Um, the one that I would suggest is probably like Siri Pixel Biologist. She's awesome. She doesn't really play Star Stable anymore. And she's got great content and she does a whole lot of other stuff, but like go watch her like Star Stable videos from, like, when she first started, and, like, you'll kinda see, like, the old SSO. And so a lot of people are upset. You've been playing since 2020. Yeah, so, yeah, like, I'm talking, like, back in, like, 2000, like, 13, like, 2014 time era, like, long ago. At least it was for me. I don't know what your age is, and you don't need to tell me, but, like, for me, it was for me, it was a long time ago, now that I'm, like, 2 decades into life. But, but yeah, just, like, go, like, watch videos of, like, old SSO YouTubers, and a lot of people just really miss the old SSO, and I can understand it to an extent, um horses are yeah, the old horses, in my opinion, they were crusty. Like, I understand some of them, like, they miss they miss the nostalgia, they miss the good old days, and I get it. There's some, like, nostalgic old parts of the old SSO that I miss too. Um, but, like, there's just I don't know, it's just the game's better in that way, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, just go look at the old pictures and old videos of old SSO. I don't even think you would, like, recognize the game, personally. Violet Flogger, yeah. What happened to her was tragic. I don't know if you, like, know the full backstory behind, like, her death and all that, but it was just heartbreaking and sickening, quite frankly. Um, if you're not into, like, gory stuff, I wouldn't go look into it, but, um, yeah, it was sad. I sadly, like, didn't really start watching her until after she had passed. Um And I remember when I got to that part and I was just in shock. I was just in shock that she had passed. Like it's crazy. You look at YouTubers and like, a lot of them like they'll go cold after a couple years. That's kind of a normal thing. That'll probably happen to me someday, maybe. I don't know. Especially like if I get married and have a family, family will come first. But y- y- it's not very often you hear that like a good famous YouTuber like stopped recording because she passed away. That's just not something that's heard of very much. I just remember being in shock, and I remember 2023-ish. Oh, yeah, it was 2023, huh? Yeah, I think her friend does still post, but yeah, I just remember, like, reading that, and I just remember being in shock, and I remember just, like, my stomach just dropped, and I just had a pit in my stomach because I was just in shock the whole time. Um, I wouldn't say I grieved, but, like, I was definitely in, like, shock, and, I got a double shock when I finally, like, looked into her, like, passing, and it completely threw me for a curveball. I was like, "What?" And, like, if you go look up her story, like, it really gives you kind of, like, a sad reality that, like, even if they do YouTube as kind of like a full-time job, like, they still have lives behind YouTube, and, like, sometimes those lives are not glamorous. Like, I've talked about it on this channel, my life, like, I'm privileged, like, don't get me wrong, like, I do have a pretty good life, my parents, bless their hearts, are helping pay for my college, and, they're just supporting me through a lot, and I really do appreciate that, but, like, my life isn't great either, like, and I will say, like, I am a very honest person about that, like, there's things going on in my life that are just not great. Like, I have a person living in my house, and people that have listened to my videos and my streams before know this. And this is actually, I guess, tea for you guys who know about this lady that's living in my house right now. Um, I found out today through like my sister, because I went down to eat dinner with the family the other night, which is like the first time I've done that in a while. And she was just like being rude and contradicting everything I said, and was just like, "Nah, nah, nah," and she's been the B word, essentially, like, just the whole time she's been living at our house, which she is a guest, by the way, she is not family. I mean, she has a family tie, but it's through marriage, through her husband. So, anyway, so my mom talked to her the next morning, apparently, and was like, "You need to stop, like, you're being rude, you're being disrespectful, like, you need to stop." And um, she was like, "Okay, I'm just not gonna talk to her anymore." And I was like, "To me, that's fine." But apparently, like, later that day or something, she legitimately, like, went over to my mom and was talking to her about it and was like, "Well, I hate your daughter," essentially. And so, like, da 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 da. And I was like, "Okay, well, whatever." So, anyway, from what I've heard, it sounds like she did actually say it out loud, which, I mean, she didn't really need to. Like, it was abundantly clear she, like, strongly disliked me. I don't know why, because by the way, I have been nice to her like the entire time she's lived here. I have corrected her on a couple things because she's just lied and been a jerk. But like I've never been like rude to her, even though it would be justified with how she's treated me. But like I've never been rude to her. I've just tried to live the higher law and turn the other cheek. But apparently she told my mom that she just hates me. So yeah. Cokie Rose. Oh yeah, Coco Rosewater. Yeah, I still listen to Coco Rosewater and Amelia. I actually have subscribed to them both. Um, yeah, Flower Girls Club. Yeah, they don't talk about it. They still do YouTube. I know cuz Coco, I watch her stuff all the time. Years later they pass is the hardest thing. It is. It really is. Um I remember there was another YouTuber. It wasn't a Star Stable YouTuber, but there was another YouTuber I knew. Oh, geez, I can't remember the name, but um, she did like horse videos and horse riding videos, and I really liked watching her. And like she didn't give us a whole bunch of detail of what happened, but she ended up like getting in a car accident and not being able to like ride or do any of that again, and it was just It's just kinda hard to watch, I was kind of I would say kind of her number 1 biggest fan back then because she had a small following, but it was just, it's sad. It's sad to watch. And with with Violet Flower Garden too, like, again, her story was just heart-wrenching and disgusting what her family did to her. It was just sickening to really hear about the case and to do some research on it. I almost wish I hadn't looked into it, but it was just sickening and sad. But yeah, it was quite the shock. So I would have slapped her so hard she would. Yeah, there have been times where I like with the women in my house, I have just wanted to just absolutely just ooh, cause like if you get to know me like personally, like if you really get to know me and you become really good friends with me, you'll know like I will put people in their place. Like, if you're being rude and if you're, like, doing whatever, I will put you in your place. I will call you out for it. I don't care. Like, I will put you in your place. I don't care what you like, I really don't care what you think of me. You guys can give me hate comments or whatever. I don't care. I couldn't give any less of a crap. So, like, for me, like, it was whatever. And, like, you know, I I don't know. All I'm gonna tell you guys is I tried, and I did try to just keep the peace, and like, I tried to be good about it. I really did. I really did. I never yelled at her once or, like, really got mad at her once, which would have been my initial reaction with how rude she was being to me and disrespectful, and it wasn't even me. Like, it was my boyfriend too. Like, for the new subscriber who's on here, I'm 20. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm 20, and I do have a boyfriend who I've been with for almost 2 years now, and she came over for my birthday, and she ruined my birthday, by the way, for this, and she was following me and my boyfriend around literally everywhere around the house. Like, I went outside on our, like, outside porch to go get some air, and she followed us out there, and then we were gonna go down and finish a movie we had started watching before dinner, and she tried to follow us down there, and I, like, had to tell my mom and be like, "Look, what she's doing is inappropriate and disrespectful." Like, we're adults, both of us. My boyfriend is 2 like, a little over 2 years older than me. We are adults. We're not gonna do anything stupid. We're good. Like, she needs to stop. And so my mom stood up for us, and she was like, "No, like, they're fine. They can go downstairs and watch their movie." And she got so mad at my mom, she stalked into her room, which, by the way, my mom and dad's master bedroom before she moved here, and slammed the door. Mind you, this is like a 65-year-old woman, just so you know, just to give you context. So, she's just been absolutely ridiculous. Like, she's been acting like a child. And so, to say that she hates me is really just, like, whatever to me. Like, honestly, it just gives me, like, a cold clarity that, like, I can just stop being nice to her because it's like, "Okay, well, if you hate me, I've got nothing to lose." Kinda thing, I don't know, maybe that's a crappy way to look at it, but it's just like, you know, it's just like, I don't know if you guys have ever had this with somebody where you just get to a certain point where you're like, "I don't care anymore how I'm gonna treat you because you've just been crappy this whole time, and I'm just not gonna deal with it." Yeah, she's yeah, that was probably good context for you guys to know. Yeah, the woman who's living in my house, for those who kinda know the background, yeah, she's 60, she's in her 60s, she's in her mid, late 60s, and she's acting like this. It's pretty it's almost so sad, it's almost so ridiculous, it's funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it sucks, don't get me wrong, and it's just really stupid, but it's also kind of funny, like, in a really bad way of, like, you're this old and you're acting like this, like, "What?" You know? It's like, I don't even act like that anymore. If you're f Yeah, it's crazy. It it's She's great. So, I don't know. I'm hoping now that, like, my mom's talked to her and she's like, "I'm just not gonna talk to her anymore because I hate her." I'm hoping that she'll just keep her distance. And again, to those subscribers who know the story, like, I've kept my distance from her. Like, I hardly go downstairs anymore, and I am either in my room or I'm, like, out working or I'm out with friends or my boyfriend. Like, I don't, and, like, if I do go downstairs, it's in the middle of the night. Like, I usually don't go to bed till 2, 3 in the morning because that's the only time I can go downstairs and eat and do laundry and just do normal human things in my own house, by the way, without, like, being judged or just glared at. Because yes, if I'm down there and she's down there, she will just sit there and glare at me the whole time, even if I'm literally just, like, not even really doing anything. So so it's like, hopefully it'll just kind of be like like, we're just gonna be kind of avoiding each other even more, but I don't know, she's told my parents because my parents have had to talk to her so many times since she's been here, for bad behavior, and she said, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do better, and I'm just gonna do this and that," and she hasn't kept her word, so I don't think it'll stick personally, but honestly, since now she said she hates me, I have probably just no problem just absolutely letting her have it. Because, like, with people, like, there's only a certain amount of, like, kindness and turning the other way and giving them the benefit of the doubt that you can do before you're like, "Okay, we're done. I'm done being nice to you. You can go rot in a hole," you know? A stream for? Oh boy, bro, I have no clue. Probably, like, 1:30, 2 o'clock my time, and that's mountain time. So, probably another, like, hour and a half, probably. I don't know, it depends on, like, how tired I'm feeling in the next little bit, and I'm feeling pretty good right now. Considering, like, I've been up and working and traveling all day, I'm feeling pretty good. So, yeah, probably another hour and a half maybe, depending on how tired I'm feeling. Or just, like, how I'm feeling on getting this horse leveled up. I wanna get this horse up to level 13 if I can. So, if I can get this horse up to level 13 in an hour and a half, then we'll quit there, probably. Um, if, like, I can't, then I probably will just quit an hour and a half and call it quits for the evening. Yeah, I'll do the cottage the whatever you call it. The hermit races, there we go, holy crap. Also, you guys, I did take your advice and I am on my headset, not on my just recording microphone. Um, and it actually is making things, like, a little bit better for me because, like, if I was doing it on my microphone, I had to be sitting at my desk. And, like, don't get me wrong, I really like my desk, but when you're sitting there for 2, 3 hours streaming, it just kinda hurt your back a little bit. So, being able to do this on my headset is kinda nice because I can lay in bed and do this. So, like, right now, I am laying in bed while playing Star Stable and streaming while wearing my boyfriend's hoodie as pajamas. So, this is great. So, honestly, it works fine for me. I don't know, again, I'm not a huge fan of headsets, or just, like, headphones that are not earbuds in general, but, like, I'll get used to it, and I'll be okay, so, and again, like, this makes it work for me because I don't have to, like, really think about it. But, yeah, I'm just snuggled up in bed right now. I'm just living life. Worst I can tell you. I'm leaving for Germany tomorrow, but maybe I have a story to tell. You're leaving for Germany? Dude, I'm so jealous. I wanna go to Germany so bad. Oh, man. Again, for those who know, I love learning about World War II and, like, all that. So, I wanna go to Germany so bad and just, like, see all the sights and all that. Oh, man, I'm so jealous. I wanna go to Germany so bad. Whenever people ask me that are like, "Where do you wanna go to? Like, where's your favorite place to go?" It'd be Germany. I would love to go to Germany. I would love to go to Germany someday, hopefully. Although, actually, I think it will be happening, once I graduate from college. I've already talked to my parents, and they're like, "Yeah, because I told them, I was like, "I wanna do a Europe my college graduation gift slash trip, and I was like, I wanna take a tour of Europe, go see Germany, France, the Netherlands, um, just kind of like that whole area in Europe and just, like, go see Italy, all that, so maybe I can put you in my suitcase. Please do. I would love to go to Germany. Oh, man, that'd be so awesome. I just need a passport. My 2 time is going with a color, so I have to leave at 8. That's fine. You can always if you want, you can always listen to this later because I will be posting this as, like, a stream video later. Phew! Holy crap, sorry, guys. And you can borrow my one for 2016. That's very gracious of you. I Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Uh, Slovakia, I don't remember which country, so let's say when we were going. Slovakia. Oh, that would also be a really, really cool place to go. Man. Man, you guys who live out of the country, y'all are, you guys are kinda lucky. I mean, I don't know, it's hard. I was talking to my best friend about this the other night because we were kinda talking about, like, politics in the US. Um, and, you know, like, there's a lot of good things in the US, you know, but I was sitting there going, there's a lot of pros and cons about every country, you know? I don't know. That's just kinda how the world works. So, I don't know. And I don't know, I feel like, a country is its leader and, if you don't have a great leader or just whatever, I don't know, it's kinda hard. So, I don't know how much you guys are into your country's politics or how much you guys know about the US's politics, but I'm not into it that much either. Politics gives me a headache. So, it makes my brain hurt. I'm like, I can talk about it for like 30 minutes and then I'll be like, "Okay, I need to go take a 4-hour nap. I'm done." That was emotionally draining. On the boat in my car, since my parents wanted to since I bring a good car. Hey, you could just stuff me in the trunk. I'm super short, so that would totally work. You could just, like, stuff me in the trunk. Because oh, that's funny. Mm. But yeah, I would love to take just, like, a Europe trip and do all that, which I probably will. Again, like I said, after I graduate college, which will be next year, next summer, so which is crazy. Oh, man. I still feel like I just, like, got out of middle school, and I'm gonna be graduating college in, like, a year. Time flies. Time really just absolutely, like, guys, it's March, okay? Like, we are already, like, a third way through the year. Like, it is March, almost April. Can you guys believe that? Just think about that for a second. Like, we're already, like, a third of the way through the year. Like, what? Like, it feels like it's still November of last year. It's insane. Like, time is just absolutely just like, it's just, like, non-existent. Like, it just it I don't know, maybe it's fine for me because 'cause I'm older, but I don't know. Bro, I won't lose another jacket in Germany like last time. I'll take 5 more school after elementary school. Yeah, you still got a while. I will say, though, like, I feel like after middle school, like, anything academic-wise just absolutely just flies. Like, it just goes through like, people go into high school, like, in the US, and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, it's 4 years of my life," and, "Holy crap, that's so long." And then you're graduated before you know it, and you're like, "What?" Like, it's kinda crazy. Like, I don't know, there's kind of like a quote that somebody said, it's like, "The days are long, but the years are short," if that makes sense? So it's like your days and weeks can feel really long, but, like, the years still just absolutely fly, if that makes sense. And I feel that, especially as I've gotten older, I'm like, the days are really long, but, like, the years have absolutely flown. Like, I've been out of high school for almost 3 years now. Like, I beg your pardon? Like, what? You know? And I'm almost done with college. Like, like, I'm gonna be 21 when I finish college. Oof. Like, just, like, string those 2 together. I don't know. I will say, though, when you're younger, I feel like time does pass by slower when you're younger, but once you get to, like, 16, like, it's just gonna fly, and you're just not gonna know what happened. If you ever go to Verchidor, you can take a boat to Norway and back again. I mean, it could work. I mean, those countries in Europe, like, they're all within, like 4 or 5 hours of each other, like, even less than that, a lot of them. So, like, they're all, like, right there, which is crazy because, like, in the US, like, to get across the whole, like, country takes, like, 3 days if you drive by car. Like, and that's without stops, that's without sleeping, like, that's without anything, it takes about, like, 3 days. And, like, if you're, taking stops and all that, it takes a lot longer, but yeah, it's ooh, and, like, just to get across the state I live in, it's a good 5-hour drive from, like, the one corner of the state to the next. So, yeah. Yeah, I was so jealous. My boyfriend went on a Europe trip last this or what like yeah, it's last fall. He got to go on a Europe trip and I was so jealous. I also missed him so much. It was hard. Those like 4 weeks were hard. Sunday leave on the Sunday, back again at 10. Tax free shops, I swear I didn't tax free anymore 100%. Tax made. Sorry, I'm like tired, so I'm trying to tax free there. Yeah. Taxes are like I don't know how much you guys know about the US, but like the tax system here is like oh, it hurts your brain. Like there's a whole section usually in math that you learn that's just like figuring out the taxes on like a certain item. So, it's US is kind of a freaking crazy country, man. Like it's got its perks, but yeah, yeah, please go eat. Oh, that reminds me. I had amazing dinner tonight. Me and my dad, when we came home from my dad's cabin now, but it's my grandparents, before my grandpa passed. Um, there's a restaurant a little ways away from there that we went and ate at that just has the best steak. And you guys are like vegan or whatever, I'm so sorry, but oh my gosh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good, especially because I've just gotten off my period. And so that steak and that protein never tasted so good in my life. It's awesome. It was a good meal. I'm still full. Like, we got dessert to go and we got home, and I was like, I'm still too stuffed to eat dessert because it was so good and I ate a lot. I was hungry too because we'd been working. I got to see some really cool animals today though up at the my grandparents' cabin because it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So there's a lot of like wildlife up there. So we got to see some deer and some elk, which is another type of deer if you guys don't know. And like it was really cool to see. I've got pictures if you guys like want them. I can post something on my Instagram story if you guys want to see. But it's just a really nice day. It was really nice to just like get out there and get away from kind of like the suburb city life. It's not like a city out where I live, but it's suburbs. So it was really nice to just like get out and just get some good fresh air. So it was really nice to have that today. Alrighty. We're doing pretty good on training, I think. We've done pretty good today so far. But yeah, this is my normal training routine, just so you guys know. I just go from the top of the trailer list down to the bottom, and I just do all the races there. And, like, I'll stop halfway through if, like, I don't have the time or I get tired, but that's just how I do it. I go from the top and go down. So, and I think after this race, we will have this horse up to level 12, which is awesome. Yeah, I wanted to get this horse up to level at least 13, hopefully during this stream, hopefully. And then, like, tomorrow night, I can max out this horse and move on to the next one. I was kind of debating when I started this stream because I was like, okay, do I grab a horse that's at like level 2 or whatever and like train it up that way? Because I don't know, I feel like training up a horse to from levels like 1 to 10 is like a lot more like rewarding and exciting than like maxing horses out. I feel like maxing horses out is like it can be such a grind. Um but then like I logged on and was like, "Oh yeah, I'm like on my favorite horse on this game right now." Like not breed-wise, breed-wise, like, the Hanoverians are definitely in the top 10 or the top 5, but, like, this horse, like, the coat and just I love this, like, this is probably my new favorite horse, my new personal favorite horse, and so I got on and I remembered that, like, this is my next horse to max out, and I was like, "I'm gonna stay on this horse because I absolutely love this horse so much." He's beautiful. I'm a sucker for, like, these dark bays. Like, they're just oh, they're so pretty to me. I don't know, I'm just a sucker for them. I just hit the fence because I wasn't looking where I was going. Also, for those who've gotten on later, um, I was kinda talking about something at the beginning of the stream that I would like advice on, and I'll probably do a post about it after the stream, um, but, like, if you guys go back and listen to the beginning of the stream at some point, I need your advice on something, so, anyway. Alright, level 12. We're doing pretty good. Yay. I will tell you guys, though, I am thirsty, so I probably will get up in a second and go get a drink or something like that, because I am thirsty and my throat hurts from talking. So, yeah. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do that right now. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get up real quick. I will still have, the chat, like, because I have it up on my phone, so I can still see the chat, so if you guys talk on the chat, like, I'll still see it, but, I will be back in, like, less than 30 seconds. All right, I am back. So, sorry, I just need to get a drink real quick. Also, I made a freaking mess, y'all. Cuz I got I don't know if you guys have like Gatorade in your country, but I got a big thing of like Gatorade, and it's like a sports drink without caffeine, but um I got a big like barrel of like the powder. We just did the Golden Hills champ. What the frick do you mean? Am I missing something? Let's see. It's Saturday, right? Yeah. No. It's supposed to be like the Fort Pinta one next. Or no. Oh, it is the Golden Hills one next. Oh. Well, maybe we should do that one again because I epically failed it when we did it last, which was, a little while ago. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do that champ again so we can not epically fail at it. But yeah, I made a mess of that barrel because I've been trying to use it because I bought like 2 barrels and like one of like they were 2 different like flavors. And I got rid of the one a while ago, and then I kind of forgot the other one existed until like 2 months ago, and I was like, I need to drink this, so it can just like not be in my bathroom, just sitting there. So I've been trying to use up what's left of that before I like get any more drinks or anything. So I've been trying to use that up, but it's a powder, so I made a mess all over my counter, so I'll have to clean that up. But that was kind of fun, I guess. All right. Oh my goodness, I love the music on Star Stable at night. It's kind of soothing. It's so pretty. Also, why don't they make like the advanced show jumping and like the regular show jumping course here like they alternate it every once in a while, but I'm like, why don't they just make it 4 separate races? Like I mean they are like 4 separate races, but like for you know what I guys mean, like just like 4 separate races every day, not just like on a random schedule. I don't know, or maybe it is that way for you guys, and mine's just been glitched this whole time, and I had no clue. I don't know. You guys will have to, for those who play Star Stable, you guys will have to tell me if that's just a me thing or if that's you guys too. So, which speaking of that, have you guys seen the spoilers for the new like special codes that are coming out for the Equestrian Festival this year? They look pretty snazzy. I mean, they kind of do. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of hard to like think because I don't know. I feel like a lot of the coats this year are kind of bland. Because like they have like spoilers, just so you guys know, but they have like a darker bay Connemara, and then they have that kind of like brassy like red for an Andalusian, and then they do have a Pinto warm blood. It looks like the like if you go look at the Mustang, you go look at the brown and white Pinto paint color on the Mustang. That's kind of what the special Swedish warm blood coat looks like. It's kind of that. It's a little lighter, but it's kind of the same a little bit. So that coat is actually really pretty. But and then they have a black and white Frisian Sport Horse, which I am thrilled. I have wanted a black and white Pinto Frisian Sport Horse since they came out. So I am absolutely thrilled that they're coming out with another Pinto coat because I am a sucker for Pintos, specifically black and white ones. I love black and white Pintos so much. And just like Pintos in general, like I really love Pintos and paint horses. They're just so pretty. And I just they do not have enough Pintos in this game. I'm sorry. Especially recently, I feel like the coats have been like really bland, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I mean, I will say they did kind of mix it up with the Swedish warm blood because they gave us that like gray dapple coat, and then they gave us the like Palomino Pinto that they did on a Dutch warm blood. I don't remember what coat that was on. I think it was on a Magic Horse. I don't honestly don't remember. Um, why am I just like failing at jumping today? This is somewhat ridiculous. But I'm absolutely freaking thrilled about that black and white Frisian Sport Horse. So I definitely will be getting that one. And then, funnily enough, I will actually be getting a Dutch warm blood. Because I have two currently. I have the Cremello and I have the like white and gray Pinto. And then I'm gonna buy the brown and white Pinto this year because like I didn't like it when it first came out. Like I wasn't a big fan of it. And then like I've just seen people in the game riding it around the past like year. And I was like, okay, I actually really like this horse now. And so I was like, yeah. I got the black and white paint horse. Is that the same? It's close. I don't know. I love the black and white paint horse. I have it too. Um, I mean, there's two. There's two black and white Pinto coats on the American paint horse. Um, and I like them both. I have one, and I do plan on getting the other one. Um, but I love black and white paints and black and white Pintos. Like if I could have my dream, like if I could get like my dream horse, like in real life, it would be a black and white Pinto with blue eyes. Because they're just stunning. Absolutely stunning. So, but I'm excited for the Equestrian Festival. And, like, quite frankly, they're getting rid of all the Sabine, like, quests or whatever this year. This will be, like, the last year they do it. Quite frankly, good riddance. I honestly think that, like, whole quest line was kind of dumb, personally. So, I'm honestly really kind of glad they're getting rid of that whole sequence. So, it's just not exciting anymore. And I probably won't even bother doing it this year because it's just not worth it. So, I don't know. That might be a not an unpopular opinion, but for me, it's like, thank goodness they're getting rid of it. So, if you guys haven't done those quests with Sabine at the Equestrian Festival before, make sure you go and do them because this will be the last year they do it. Which, for me, who's played since that quest came out, like, I don't even remember when it came out, a long time ago, it'll be really nice that they're moving on. But, oh, man, I love this horse. Oh, he's so pretty. If you guys don't have a Hanoverian, go get one. They are so worth the star coins and the investment. They're so freaking pretty. Oh man. I wanted when they like first announced the Hanoverians, I was like, I want them to be like a good mix between the Dutch warm blood and the Belgian. And I think they nailed that pretty well. Quite frankly though, I will say I think they kind of have more of like a mix between the Belgian and like the thoroughbred, personally. But I don't know. That could just be me. I don't know. And they kind of have a little bit of like the self say in there too, which I was fine with. Um, I will say, in my opinion, the self say like when that they came out with that was kind of weird. It's kind of a weird breed, in my opinion. Like they're pretty. I own like 3 of them, I think. I own the black and white Pinto, and then I own the black one with the big white stripe. And then I own the one that they came out for Halloween this or like last, October 2025. So, I don't know. They're pretty good, and I probably will end up getting another one because I do like them. I do. I do like the Self Francaise. They're pretty, I think. Um, I don't know. The only thing that kind of annoys me about the Self Francaise is like how like tucked in their head is. Like they're on a martingale or something at all times. Their head is just in a lot. I don't know, I think that was kinda weird, and that's, like, kind of the only thing I really don't like about those horses. Um, but besides that, like, they're fine. The gaits are good, the jump's pretty good, like, they're pretty good breed. Or, like, Star Stable did a good job with them, I think. But oh my word, do I just, like, not know how to jump anymore in this game? I I freaking swear, guys. This is not it. It did. Did I miss something there? Oh my gosh. I am like not having it right now, apparently. Oh man. Oh my goodness. I gotta tell you guys, I am so happy to be like sitting in my bed and laying in my bed because I have driven like collectively for goodness sake. Oh my goodness. I am going to fail this race and I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, nice. That was that was really smart. I got to think about that for once for a second. I got to think about that one for a minute. Um but yeah, it just feels really nice cuz I've been driving for like 6 hours today collectively, you know. And like I was the one driving, like my dad did not drive at all. Um Partially like for a couple reasons. But mainly because we were taking my car up there. And like I love my dad and like he's a good driver, like don't get me wrong. But his car is, you know, like my car's like it's not a bad car. Like it's not like a broken down old thing, but like it's a little bit older than like my parents' cars. And so like my parents' cars have like this radar thing that will like automatically slow the car down if it like the radar like senses a car ahead and it'll just kind of automatically do it for you. Which is really nice, but like my car doesn't do that. And so I don't like my dad driving my car a whole ton because um you know, he kind of forgets on my car that like it doesn't have like that radar cuz he's kind of come a little bit to dependent on it which like isn't great. And so because my car doesn't have that, he's driven my car I think like twice and like he's almost like rear-ended a couple people a couple times because again, he's just not used to like not having the radar there. And so I don't like him I don't like him driving my car because of that, you know? Cuz like it is my car. Like I paid for it. Like my name is on the registration and it is on the insurance and it is on the loans. Like I'm paying for it, you know? So it's like, you know, I don't I don't want anything to happen to it. So I don't know. I'm just a little bit more picky about my dad driving my car because of that. So I don't know. Do I actually think he would crash into people? Like, you know, because again, he's a good driver. He knows what he's doing. No, but you know, when it's something you're like trying to like take care of and you've paid for it, you're just a little bit more cautious. Okay, we're doing this race again, and we're not gonna fail again because I'm not gonna be a very happy person if that happens. Hungry has have that type of car. I don't know. You probably I don't know. You guys probably don't. I don't know. Again, I don't know what you guys' economy and country's like, so I don't know what you guys do and don't have. We us Americans though, like we do have like really nice cars that way. Mine is a 2017 Toyota Camry, which is a like I think it's like a like Japanese based brand, I believe. I think that's where like it originated from. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's where it like oh my word. Is this race just like not meant to be? Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. I have never failed a race like twice in a row. Like it's very rare that happens. This is ridiculous. This race just has it out for me today, apparently. Like, normally, I can do this race just fine, but apparently, like, it's just not happening this evening. I guess this morning. It's now, like, 1 o'clock my time, so it is morning now, technically. Technically. Oh, my word. Okay, we're not failing this race again, okay? We're not doing this. I'm not doing this race again, okay? If I fail it again, I'm just gonna say screw it. 'Cause I'm done. I've had it. Ugh. I swear this race has, like, a vendetta against me now for some reason. What did I ever do to you? Chill. Goodness. Okay. This is the part we get stuck at every time, okay? We're not gonna do that again, okay? Got it? Got it. Okay, good vibes. Good luck. Good vibes. Okay, nobody jinx it. Nobody jinx it, okay? We are finishing this race. Okay, we're doing it. Nobody jinx it. Please. Let's hope I don't jinx it. Jeez. Okay. Okay, if you guys are typing in the chat, just know I'm not even looking at it because I am focused on not failing this race again for the third time now. It would be if I failed it again. Oh my goodness. I'm really bad at jumping today. I don't know why. I'm just like not having it. Okay, guys, good vibes. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Okay? Nobody jinx it. Everybody hold your breath, okay? Everybody hold your breath. Everybody hold your breath, okay? No breathing. Okay, we can breathe now. We're good. We finished it. And somehow we got gold. How the heck did that happen? I'm eating a dry piece of bread right now because it's inside now. Hey, valid. Okay, it's fair. There are times there at like 2 in the morning when I'm like, I'm hungry, and I will go and get a cheese stick. So, you know what? It's fine. Okay, what type of bread is it though? Is it like wheat or is it white or like what type like what kind of bread is it? That's what I want to know. Not that it like matters, but like, you know, homemade. Oh, oh, you're so lucky. I'm so jealous. I haven't had homemade bread in years. My mom used to bake a lot more and she just doesn't anymore. It's kind of sad. I made it yesterday. Oh, you can make bread? Do you know how amazing of a skill that is? And like how rare of an ability that is? I mean, like again, I mean in your country it's probably like a normal everyday thing, but like oh, it does not taste so good since it was hard. Oh, it's stale a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of sad. But still, homemade bread? Oh, I haven't had homemade bread in so long. Oh man. Maybe I should try and make homemade bread. I'd probably end up burning the house down, but you know. I could try to put salt in it. I put sugar in it. Oops. Well, I mean, I guess it's extra sweet. I guess. That is kind of an important distinction though, salt versus sugar. They are just slightly different. Just a little bit. A little bit. You know. Nothing to be too concerned about. Oh, it's like my dad. He you know, cuz he bakes too sometimes. And I don't know why, but he always forgets like or he'll almost forget to put in like vanilla for recipes that require vanilla. Like like all the time. Like he'll almost forget to like not put in the vanilla. And like he has legitimately forgotten a couple times where he has just forgotten to put in the vanilla, whether it's cookies or fudge or something. And it's just him too. Like me and my mom don't have that issue. It's just him. He just forgets sometimes to put in the vanilla. Like it's I don't know. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. Dad makes the best food in my life and stop cooking. I cook some. I both cook and bake a little. Like I'm not like crazy good at it, but I can do it. I don't know. I've been trying to get into like being able to cook more recently because I want to be a housewife, and so like to do that you need to be able to cook. And so it's like, okay. So I've been trying to kind of figure it out and like how to cook. I've gotten better at it. So I've tried a couple recipes that, I do really good at now, and there's one that my boyfriend likes. I made him a full batch of it. Um and he downed the whole thing within like 36 hours. So I'm like living alone, but I still have fear of elevators since I remember when I was little and play the friends in the elevator dropped. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's a little traumatizing. I would be a little bit weary of elevators too if that happened to me. I think everybody has like, I mean, I don't know, maybe not everybody, but like, you always have that little bit of fear, especially like when you're in like an older elevator of like, what if, of like, what if it shuts down and da 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 da. Da. It's kind of crazy. Hey, we've got more people on in the elevator. That's scary. Yeah, that's traumatizing. I'm sorry. That's a little bit traumatizing. Yeah, I'd be weary. I used to be scared when I was younger of escalators because like the little teeth on the edge of them, they're kind of nasty looking, you know? They're a little bit scary, especially as a kid. I feel like they're a little bit scary, I feel like. So it's for eating cooking. Yeah. I don't know. I always feel like it's good for like the man and the woman to be able to know how to at least like cook. Because it's like, you guys aren't going to be able to, be all both home at 24/7. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I could totally be wrong, but like I always feel like it's good for the spouse to like know just like basics, like how to like cook a meal and how to like, do your daughter's hair so it looks at least somewhat decent and doesn't look like a rat's nest, I guess. And like just, just basic things because you never know. I don't know. I know a lot of men are like, "Oh, that's for the girls to do, and I don't need to learn to do that." And it's like, "No, you should know how to do it. Just because you're a man doesn't mean that you can't know how to cook and clean and braid your daughter's hair. Like it's not that hard, and it doesn't make you any less manly. In fact, in my opinion, I think it makes them more manly if they know how to do that. In my opinion, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Still scared of elevators, the glass walls. Wait, scared. Yeah, I love it. Now with glass walls. Yeah. Your brother burns spaghetti. uh, that's entertaining. I must say. Oh boy, my boyfriend's a little bit better than that. Luckily. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Well, hopefully he'll learn eventually, and he'll just have to figure it out, and hopefully not burn the house down in the process, because that wouldn't be great, or apartment or wherever you live. That just wouldn't be ideal. Oh boy. Oops. When I get burned to school, I braid my friend's hair. That's fair. That's fair. You don't have one of what? A boyfriend? It's fine if you don't. My brother's like 32, turning 33, and he's not. He's not dating and doesn't have a girlfriend, so, like, it's fine. It's chill if you don't have a boyfriend. It's I don't know, it's not really a flex, and, like, I will say, and anybody who's been in, like, a longer term relationship will agree with me, relationships are a lot of work. They are a lot of work. They can be so exhausting, and can't cook to save his life. He's 18 and doesn't even know how to make spaghetti. Oh, jeez. You know, it makes me wonder if he can even make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which if he can't do that, let me tell you, your brother's in trouble. His poor wife, if he ever gets one. Oh, send him to a cooking class. Jeez. Just haven't found the right one person yet. Well, no, and that's okay. Like, I get that. That's totally fine. Take your time. Do not rush. Like seriously, don't like rush into getting into a relationship and getting married. Like really take time to get to know somebody. Like I know for me, like my rule, he can oh, apparently I have a better reputation with the Yarlsons. Anyway, but like my rule is like you have to date for at least 6 months and you at least have to meet their parents once and he has to meet your parents once. If possible. Like if you guys are like divorced or separated or it's complicated, then different rules apply. But like in an ideal world, like 6 months and you have to meet each other's parents at least once before like I feel like you can kind of like justify like wanting to get married or get engaged or whatever. I don't know. Because like and here's my reasoning behind that. Because usually after 6 months of dating, like were you playing without me? I honestly, I I don't have an excuse. I legitimately don't have an excuse. My only reasoning is because I just don't I honestly kinda forget I have Discord half the time, so sorry. Um, but yeah, take your time. It's okay. It's okay, and honestly, like, sometimes you find the best partners when you're not looking. Like, I know for me, when I met my current boyfriend, who is hopefully the one I'm gonna end up marrying, hopefully, um, like, I was not looking for a relationship. I had broken up with my ex-boyfriend, like, 2 months before I had met my current boyfriend. Like, I was not looking for anything serious at the time. Um, I wasn't. I was like, "I'm just gonna date for fun." I'm not, I'm not looking for a relationship at all, and then my current boyfriend came along, and it just, like, it just clicked, and it just happened, you know? So, like, I don't know, when it comes to relationships, like, don't worry about it. It's okay, you know? I don't know, and also, I feel like it depends on, like, what age you are too. Like, if you're still, like, from, like, 16 to 18, girl, you got time, alright? I know a lot of people will get sick of hearing this. I know I am from other people, but I don't know, I feel like my circumstance is a little bit different, but, like, you got time. You're still young, like, you're probably still trying to figure out, like, who you are and who you wanna be, and, like, it's okay. Take your time. There's no rush. And, like, if you do find a guy, take your time and get to know him. Cause let me tell you, there's no good use in rushing into things. And, like, you can't really get to know a person within, like, 3 months of dating. Like, you really can't. Because I feel like if you've been dating for 3 months, you still haven't fully gotten, like, comfortable around each other, and, you just you haven't gotten to see, like, things that could possibly, like, absolutely, like, bug the crap out of you, and you do have to, like I don't know, when you're with somebody, especially, like, if you're, like, seriously dating and wanting a future with them, like, you do have to ask yourself, like, "Okay, can I deal with this for the rest of my life?" That is one thing that I have given, on, like, a relationship advice a lot these days is, like, if you're dating somebody and, like, you want them as, like, you're dating them as, like, a, potential husband, look at the things that, like, bother you or things that they do that it's just, like, it just, you know, whatever, and just ask yourself, "Could I deal with this for the rest of my life?" And, like, even if it frustrates you a little, but you get over it and it's kind of like, whatever, like, think of those things too. But, like, just, like, I'm serious, like, really, like, ask yourself, "Can you see being able to deal with this for the rest of your life?" And if the answer is no, then either talk to him about it and see if he'll, like, try and change it, if he can, if it's something that can be changed, or if not, then I would just end the relationship because I don't know, I'm one of those person, like, again, I've said this before, like, I am a very traditional person, so I don't usually date just to date and hook up with people. I date to find a potential husband and a potential partner. So it's like, if they're not husband material and I can't see myself, like, living with them and doing stuff with them for the rest of my life, there is no point in being in that relationship at all. So, I don't know, sorry, rambling, but I do have Discord, yes. I'm hardly on it, just so you know, like, I'll get notifications for it, but I'm really not on it, that much. The only reason I even have Discord is because my boyfriend, um, has a group chat with all of his buddies and, like, their fiancés and girlfriends. So, I got on it for that because, like, I'll get on group calls with him and his buddies once in a while when they're on playing games and whatever. Because yes, they're all gamers too. Um, so that's, like, the only reason I have it. I do have, like, my notifications on, but, like, I just I don't know, I'm not on it that much. It's probably better, like, over Instagram, like, even if it's, like, my, like, SSO Instagram and not, like, my personal one, like, I still check that one, like, once or twice a day, so if you message me on there, I will see it probably within 24 hours at least of you sending it, so Oh! Wow. I was looking at the chat and that jump came out of nowhere. Wee. There's wolves howling. That's cool. Uh, have you tried the game Bucket Shot Roulette? I have not. Sounds very interesting, though. Sounds very intriguing, I must say. Alright, we almost have this horse up to level 13, you guys. Isn't that crazy? I mean, this horse was, like, level 10 when we got on. Alright. It's fun, it's almost like a spin the bottle, but with a gun. Oh! Yeah, that does sound intriguing. That does sound pretty fun. Oops. I'm just, like, not good at jumping today. I don't know what's going on. Also, the shading in here is really weird. I'm like, "You can't see my horse." He looks like I'm it kinda looks like I'm riding a shadow. Oh, wow, that was my fault. That I jumped that way too early. Whoops. Alright, round we go. Okay, for those who play Star Stable, do you guys have this, like, bug as well where it only shows, like, the first show jumping track and then, like, if you guys have gotten this far, like, this quest, and then, like, it'll only show you the 2nd and 3rd Baroness's show jumping track if you've done the 2 races? Because like, it used to just show it all on the list, but it doesn't anymore. So, I don't know, do you guys have that bug too, or is that just me and I just need to contact Star Stable and be like, y'all need to fix this?" I don't know, let me know if you guys have that bug too, if you guys play Star Stable, if you've even noticed. Oops. I jumped that one too early, that was on me. For me, it never gives a list. Okay, so it's not just me. Okay, got you. Is it just me or why can't gray cows? Since they know probably what the colorway is. Yeah, I yeah, cats tend to do that. For me, it's not my cat. It's my boyfriend's dog. Cause she's a cute little lab, golden lab, and she's so pretty. But yeah, like it shows the second and the third show jumping like race, but it's only after you do like the first one and like the Lynn's show jumping race. So okay, so I guess that's just a bug that everybody's having right now. I guess. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna if that's the case, then I'm gonna go like probably contact Star Stable tomorrow and be like, hey, y'all might want to fix this. Also, were you for those who play, were you guys having trouble with like your stirrups in the game where like the stirrups weren't like in the like character's feet and they're having like they were just like too long or whatever? Are you guys having that bug too? Cuz it was bugging the crap out of me. Cuz I tried to take pictures and like I couldn't show the feet because the stirrups weren't like working. I think they might have fixed it cuz like I haven't seen yeah, like it's working now, but like that was an issue like a week ago, I think. So yeah, see there's a second one and then here's the third one. So it only pops up after you do the other races, but not like it doesn't show it as a list anymore like it used to. It's kind of a crazy thing, I don't know. Ooh. It's a weird U-turn. It's kind of a weird angle. Oh man, I don't know why, but my throat is hurting. I hope I'm not getting sick. That would absolutely just suck right now because my dad's going into surgery on Wednesday, so I really don't want to be sick right now. Right now would not be a good time to get sick. I don't think I would be. Like I haven't been around people that much, so I don't know. I mean, I could have picked it up from anywhere to be fair, but so can you ever on mine? Okay, sorry. Yeah, your stirrups. Mine too. In real life, I have 13. Listen. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? The next little thing on the trailer is freaking Silverglade or the manor. Oh my word. I'm getting tired, guys. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm getting tired. So yeah, I probably will get off at like probably 2:30 is kind of what I'm feeling. I'll probably get off at like 2:30 is probably what I'm thinking. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to do these two here, which are the dressage and the little jumping, and then we're going to go and do and get the championship thing at the medieval camp, that little quest there, and then we'll do the one at Moorland, and then we'll do the Moorland champ, and then we'll just kind of see where we're at time wise. But I'm gonna get off at 2:30 because I am tired. I am worn out. I will say though, for those of you who know how messed up my sleep is, I slept through the night last night, all on my own. I went to bed at, for me, a decent time. I went to bed at 2 in the morning, and I slept through the night. For those who know what my little schedule has been recently, where I've been up all night and haven't gone to bed till like 6 in the morning, you guys will know how much of a miracle that is. That I slept through the night last night, and I actually was able to sleep at nighttime and not in the day. So, I felt so good this morning. I woke up and I was like, "Oh, I actually slept." It was so nice. Felt good to just sleep. Yeah, I know, exactly. that's not a huge accomplishment for probably other people but for me who hasn't like slept through the night in like a month, and like I mean that too. Like it's been a month since I've completely slept through the night. That was a miracle. And it was great. And I felt so good all day today because I actually like slept and didn't wake up like every 2 hours for some reason. So yeah, it was great last night. I was able to sleep and I woke up feeling great. So it felt very good to sleep, like just like through the night. And it just felt good to be able to sleep with like no interruptions, and like I didn't have to like wake up and like go to the bathroom or something. Like it was, oh my gosh, it was so nice. It was so freaking nice. I was thrilled. Oh, I love this horse. He's so pretty. Oh man. I really like the Hanoverians. I really do. I think they're like number I don't know. I haven't like fully put together like an official list of like my favorite horses. I know like the Belgian Warmbloods are my number 1. I know that for sure. And then I think it's like the Mustangs, the American Paint horses, and there's like one other breed I really like. So, my bank account is probably empty. Yeah. Horses are expensive. They are expensive. I watch a lady on like my main Instagram. I have a lady that I follow who I think she's based in Texas, I believe. And she does like she breeds like quarter horses and stuff like that. But I watch her a lot, and you know, she talks about some of those like medical bills and all that, and I'm like, "Ooh, that is a lot. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of money." It's a lot of money. I mean, at least in the US it is. I don't know how it is in other countries, but in the US, like owning a horse and doing all that is just stupidly expensive. It's like it's like an arm and a leg to own a horse in the US. I mean, I don't know. Depends on the state, I guess, but like they're expensive. Whoops. I watch a lady too. What's her name, if you know? I watch a couple, to be fair. So, if you guys ever like want like other like Star Stable Minecraft YouTubers or like just horse YouTubers and stuff, let me know because I have suggestions. Well, in my opinion, they're good suggestions, but um, they're suggestions if you guys want. If you guys just like want more content and like people that I like personally. So, all right. We are going to go ahead and go to the medieval camp, and then we'll go to Moreland, and we'll do the my horse is twerking. And then we'll do the yeah, something Catherine, or I don't really know because I watch her on Snap sometimes. Okay, got you. Yeah, so I watch a couple. The main two that I watch is um oh shoot. Her thing just like my mind just blanked out. Oh man. I was just watching her stuff too before I got on. That's annoying. Okay, well there's that one. I'll probably remember her name in a second. Here, I'll actually just like I'll try and find her on my Instagram real quick. So sorry, I won't be able to see your guys' chats for a second. So just like give me a minute to see if I can find um her stuff real quick. She's on YouTube too, but I watch her mostly on Instagram. Um, oh come on, where is it? It's Katie Van Slyke. So she's one that I watch. She's based in the US. So Katie Van Slyke is one that I watch. Um, and then the other one I watch, and she's based in the Netherlands. is called Frisian Horses. That's another one that I'll watch from time to time. So those are two like real horse people that I watch. And then like Star Stable YouTubers, I would suggest like obviously like ones that have already been like suggested, like Coco Rosewater. Um she's really cool. Amelia Dreambell. I don't watch her as much, so I don't really know a lot about her content, but I watch her too. Um Abigail Pinehaven, she doesn't do Star Stable anymore, but she does do Minecraft Swim, um, and she does Rival Stars as well, and she does a couple other games. So she's fun to watch. Another one is Cosmic Equestrian. She also does Minecraft, but she does do Star Stable as well. So that's another kind of fun one. Did I not get in the championship quick enough? Please tell me I did. I don't think I made it. Ah, that's such a nuisance. Oh, I hate that. Okay, well, then we're definitely staying on until 2:30 so I can do the next champ because that's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, those are kind of my suggestions for YouTubers. Yeah, Abby, I like her mind that swim out of stuff, and I watch Cosmic. Yeah, she's fun. I like Cosmic. Another one, for like Minecraft is what he does is he reads like stories on Reddit, and he'll like react to them and like give advice and stuff. There's two. There's like Baby Jamie 1, I believe is his YouTube like thing. And then the other one is Nico. And that's Niko, not Nico. It's Niko. And they both like play Minecraft and will read stories and stuff. I actually listen to them a lot when I'm like training um and stuff. And then there's one more. I don't like him as much. Um but you can watch his stuff too. I think his is Venmo, something like that. I don't know. But he also plays Minecraft while reading stories. So, I don't know. For me, like I like to be able to listen to stuff that isn't like stuff that I have to watch specifically, and it's just kind of stuff that I can listen to and that I won't be like missing out on like too much excitement going on. So, I don't know. But like those are kind of my YouTuber suggestions. Those are kind of the ones I watch consistently. There are other ones that I do watch, but they're not like gaming related. They're kind of like other related. I don't know. I like learning about like murder. I like learning about murder. That sounds so wrong. YouTube, please don't flag me for that. But like murder like cases and like murder mysteries. Um I don't know, I feel like every girl likes stuff like this, but, I do like stuff like that, and I like to listen to it. So, I listen to a couple channels that, like, talk about, like that kinda thing, and then, um, I listen to or I watch a guy who does reports on, um, like, people who have run from, like, our police, um, and, like, how the police, like, chased him and stopped it. And so I just like watching those too. I don't know why. It's kind of weird, but I do that too sometimes. So yeah, if you guys ever want channel suggestions or book suggestions, if you guys are like romance, like dark romance readers, or just like want to get into it, I've got plenty. And I've got like normal book suggestions too, if you guys want something else. So, oh, well, that just happened. Nice. Man, my throat is like really dry. I don't know what the heck is going on right now. But like it is really dry and it hurts. So I'm gonna take a big old drink after this because it's hurting a little bit. Equestrian Ryan is good too. Good to know. I'll have to look him up and see. Whew. Man, that jump is always such a nuisance. Bruh. Bro! Oh my goodness, what is wrong with my jumping today? This is getting sad. Because, like, I'm usually really good with jumping in this game, but apparently I am just, like, off my game today. Haha, game, get it? Haha. Sorry, that was cheesy. Anyway, that wasn't even planned either. I don't know where the heck that came from. I think I'm just tired, and so I'm just like, woo. Oh man, I hope you guys never get, like, see me when I'm like really tired and I get slap happy, because like I will I'll like if you make me laugh, I will start laughing and I will not stop for like 20 minutes. It's pretty bad. He makes me bored sometimes, so yeah, I can recommend him if you like pretty chill videos. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I always feel like it's like good to have a YouTuber sometimes who's pretty chill. Oh. Okay. All right. Where are we? Nowhere apparently because the freaking trailer doesn't want to work. Yes. My thoughts exactly. All right. I'm going to take a big gulp of my drink because my throat hurts. Where did my thing go? Oh, it's tucked under my blankets. Lovely. I don't know if you guys can hear me swallowing when I drink, and if you can, I'm so sorry. I should probably put myself on mute when I'm drinking just in case, but I'm too thirsty to care at the moment. All right. Ooh. All right, let's see here. All right, we'll go start with the jumping ones up here. Man, I'm going to be a lot closer to getting this horse maxed out tonight than I thought I was. Like, I was like, at the beginning, I was like, oh, I kind of hope that we can get this horse up to level 13. And we've almost got this horse like halfway through level 13. Maxing him out tomorrow is going to be a breeze compared. If I like get on and play tomorrow, which I probably will. I don't know. I do need to catch up on schoolwork because I've kind of been procrastinating because I've just kind of felt kind of crappy this week, health wise. So, but I do need to catch up on schoolwork. I don't have a ton. You know, it's more of just like like it's not like this week. It's not even like hard stuff too. It's just it's homework. It's a nuisance, and so I just kind of procrastinated a little bit. So, I mean, like it's fine. Like I'm a week ahead on everything. So, kind of like what I've done is I've made it so like I like legitimately am a week ahead. So like right now in the term that I'm on, like it's week 4 technically, but the stuff that I'm doing is in week 5. So, call me an overachiever and I can do that cuz I do online school, but I am usually a week ahead on everything just in case like a serious emergency happens and I like really have to take that week off. Like I really like having that extra time. And then it's also for like assignments too. Like if I don't get a good grade on an assignment, then I have like a lot more extra time to like fix it. So I like to be usually a week ahead. And also like the first week of like the homework stuff is introductory stuff anyway. So like I can get through all of my I forgot to turn. So like I can get all through the introductory stuff on my classes within like 2 hours for like the whole week. And so it's like it's just easier for me to be a week ahead. So like I'm fine technically, but I do want to like stay on schedule, especially since my dad's having surgery next week. Like I really want to kick homework in the butt and kind of get it over with so I can like focus on that a little bit more. So I don't know. Call me an overachiever, but that's just kind of how I've done things. So, but I do want to work on some schoolwork tomorrow because I want to stay on time, and tomorrow's just kind of my last day to do it. I mean, I could do it Sunday if I wanted to, but I really try not to do schoolwork on Sundays if I can help it, because like Sundays, it's kind of supposed to be a rest day, so it's I try to. I don't know where the heck I thought I was going, but yeah, I just kind of try to not have to do schoolwork on Sunday, so I usually try and get it all done before then. So I probably will have to just sit down and just do a lot of homework tomorrow. I probably will get on and like do a video or a stream tomorrow. Maybe, probably. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I probably will get on tomorrow night and do like a stream or something. But it'll depend on how much like schoolwork I get done. And I legitimately though, I will be able to like I think I'll be able to knock it out. I just kind of have to just kind of hype myself up to do it. I don't know. Like there's just like this one assignment that I'm like I don't want to do this. And it's one of those assignments where it's like you work on like a different section of like one like term assignment every week. Like there's a different section like that they want you to complete. But just like the last two sections of that assignment have been a pain. And then the one that I'm supposed to be doing this week is a pain. And so like it's just made me not want to work on it. But I'm just gonna grit my teeth and do it tomorrow and just get it over with. So schoolwork, man. It's quite the thing. It's quite the invention. Speaking of invention, I wonder who created homework. Like who came up with like the idea of it like originally like way back in the day whenever it was like invented, I guess. I wonder like what the person was like thinking and his motivation behind it when that like became a thing. Which I don't know when that became like I legitimately don't know when homework was like made an official thing. It's probably something to look up and think about, I guess. I don't know. I go down like really weird like rabbit hole questions like that, by the way, you guys, just so you know. Like I like legitimately like the other day I was thinking about I was driving home from my boyfriend's last Sunday, and while I was driving home in like 1 o'clock in the morning, I was thinking about like rental cars and cop cars and like what they do with them, because like at least in the US, I don't know how it is in other countries, but in the US, like rental cars are always like they're really new, they're pristine, they look good, and it's obvious because it's obviously because they take care of them, and like they do a lot of maintenance on them. But it's also like I've never seen a rental car that's been over 150,000 miles. And 150,000 miles is like that's a pretty new car if it's got 150,000 miles on it. I mean it's relatively new. But I was just thinking about it and I was like, okay, well, I wonder what they do like with the cars like once like they're over that like mileage line, I guess. And like for them, I think they just like sell them. They probably take them to like a used car lot and sell them. Um, and then I was thinking about like police cars. And I was like, I wonder what they do with them, like if they also have like a mileage limit of like you can only drive them 200,000 miles and then they need to be like retired from service. So I don't know. Anyway, but like again, like I go down really random, just like thought rabbit holes. I don't know. It is weird, I guess, but it's like one of those rabbit holes when you go through down the line of like what came first, the chicken or the egg? You know, it's kind of one of those loopy rabbit hole questions that just doesn't have a solid answer. I always got annoyed when people ask that question. What came before, the chicken or the egg? Who cares? We have chickens and we have eggs. Whoop-de-doo. Like, that's all that needs to be worried about. I don't know. It's like the same thing when girls ask me, would you love me if I was a worm? It's kind of funny. I know. Sorry, guys. I'm just ranting at this point. Sorry. I'm just spewing off at this point because I'm tired. I'm trying to keep myself, like, somewhat coherent. I think we might get this horse close up to level 14 by the end of this. Which is crazy. It's good, though. It's good stuff. Makes my job easier tomorrow. So I can just max out another horse. No, what did I do? Don't fail me. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These dressage things are just like they give you so much XP, and so they're really nice for that, but like they are such a nuisance sometimes. This one specifically, like it's this one that's given like so many people issues, I feel like. Like, oh man, it's such a pain. And the only reason that like I like redo them constantly is because like they give you like 500 XP. And so like it's like, you want that XP. Like that's a good chunk. And so you're like, you obviously you want to do them, but like, oh man. They are an absolute pain. Okay. Around in a circle. And around in another circle. So it's like men. What's like men? I'm curious now. You've got my interest. Men are lots of things. I'm like I keep checking the chat. Like I'm invested now. Like so it's like men. What is? I'm genuinely curious now. No. No. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna freaking shoot someone. I'm not, I promise. I just want to bang my head against the wall now. Dressage. I got a point. I'll give you that. Hard. Yeah, it's yeah. I don't know. They can be. I don't know. I feel like I get men pretty well because most of my friends and my close friends in life are men. I don't know. I feel like I get along with men better than I do with girls a lot of the time. Like I can still get along with girls, obviously, but like I don't know. I honestly prefer being usually friends with men than I do with women. No offense to you guys, but that's just like I don't know. I think it's just because like I'm older and I have a little bit more and forgettable. Oh, get roasted. Um, yeah, I don't know. They can be, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like men are like, I don't know. I think it depends on, like, kinda the female, I feel like, but for me, like, they're like, I usually am better friends with men than with female because, like, I'm not really a dramatic person. I try not to be, and, like, no offense to you guys, but, like, as, like, a general statistic, women are usually genuinely a little bit more, like, dramatic, um, which I can be dramatic too. It's not like I'm never dramatic, like, I can most definitely be dramatic, and I can absolutely just, like, have at it. But, like, I tend to be, like, a lot more, like I don't know, I wouldn't say, like, maybe grounded is the word, but, like, I'm a lot usually a lot more, like I'm a very realistic person, that's the way to put it. I'm a very realistic person, so I will tell you as it is and not as I want it to be, and men are very similar to that, where they're very, like, usually very, like, realistic, and they're very logical people, and that's kinda how I tend to be. Have to do the training medal times and we still forget it. Yeah. I don't know, that's just me, but I tend to, like, just be better friends with men than I am with women a lot of the time. I don't know. Like, again, like, one of the my closest friends was a guy, and he was absolutely incredible. Like, it is hard because, y you always have the thing of, like, well, usually you can't have a guy best friend because 'cause he'll catch feelings, and then it just makes it weird. And it's like, it's true, it can happen. Like, my other guy best friend who I love him, I really do, and he's a good guy for the most part. Um, but, like, he's liked me forever. To be fair, like, we did date once, like, back, like, my freshman year of high school, which again was, like, 6 years ago. Um, and so, he's always kind of tried to be like, "Well, maybe we should try and get back together and da 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 da." So, like, it can happen where it's like, your guy friend will catch feelings and all that. But the truth of the matter is, even if you do have a situation like that, most men will not act upon it most of the time. Even if they do like you, they usually will not act on it if they're your best friend because they know that, like, you're probably not interested and they don't want to ruin that friendship. So even if they do like you, a lot of the time they won't say anything. My other guy best friend who he did say something. Um, and it was because me and my current boyfriend, we broke up for a month, just because, like, it was just things were really, really hard, and it just wasn't working out at the time, really. And so, and then when that happened, my boyfriend came home from military training for, like, 4 months, and he, like, came home a week after and was like, "I really like you, and I wanna marry you, and, like, I just think we can make it work because 'cause we've been friends for so long, and we really get each other and da 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 da." And I'm like, "Oh boy." And it was really weird too, because, like, I kind of figured there was something going on with him that way, but he had never, like, again, he'd never said it out loud, and he had never, like, really acted on it, you know? But, like, that was the first time, like, he had, like, acted upon it and, like, said something. Because, like, I actually was the one who went and got him from the airport from when he came home from his military training. And it was weird because, like, we got to his, like, house, and, like, again, I was broken up with my boyfriend, so, like, technically it was fine. Um, but he ended up, like, kissing me on his driveway, and I was like, "Um, okay." I don't know, it was just weird because 'cause we'd been friends for so long, and then all of a sudden, like, all this comes out, and he's like, "I wanna marry you, and I think we could do it." And I'm like, "What?" Like, I did not see that coming. Like, I figured there was something there, but, like, I never expected him to, like, say it out loud. And it was just, like, it's weird. It was kinda weird. And yes, we are still friends to this day. We are still friends. Like, we are. Uh, when he's around, like, if he's hanging out with me and my boyfriend, does he show that he's extraordinarily jealous? Yeah, he does. He shows it. But he knows like he doesn't have a chance. At least I hope so by now that he knows that like I'm just not interested in him that way anymore. I see him more like a like a brother, you know. So, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, male and female friendships, they can work. So, like again, I have another guy friend that I'm really close with who again, there's just no feelings there. It's strictly platonic and we're just friends and he's been great. He's been absolutely fantastic. And I love him to death and he's actually one of the very few friends that I have like that are like close to me that like actually is the one for like he reaches out and it's not me who reaches out cuz usually I'm the one who reaches out to like friends. I'm usually the one who does that. Um but he was like one of the very few people in my life that would like actually reach out to me and like genuinely want to talk without having to have me initiate. So, I don't know. But yeah, men they can be really difficult though. They can be. And it's just like I don't know, I know some of you guys on here are pretty young. Um and for those, there's a couple on here that are a little older, but like genuinely I'm dead serious. If you guys are really frustrated with your boyfriend or like just men in general, you have to remember that like the way they do things and the way that their brain works is so different. Like, legitimately, it is so different. And, like, I used to be the same way, like, with my boyfriend, like, because he's most men are very logically minded, you know? And so that was really hard for me, and I'd get so frustrated with him because I was like, "Why don't you see that, like, this is a problem and it's something to be sad about," and, like, da 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 da. And anyway, but, if you're frustrated, just try to remember, like, how different their minds work, like, because they legitimately work so differently. Like, it's insane the differences. And for those of you who are interested and, like, wanna understand, specifically, I know there's a girl on here who has a boyfriend on here. Um, Go listen to, it's called The Queen's Code is what it's called, and it's this woman who has done so much research on the differences between like men and women in relationships. Go listen to her if like you get frustrated with your partner and you're like, why isn't he not understanding me? And da da da. Da." She helped me be able to like understand kind of like where my boyfriend's at so much better. And like I don't like I still get frustrated at him, but like, I can usually take a step back and be like, "Oh, like this is why he's thinking that way." So, I don't know, just like think about it and like go listen to it if you guys are curious cuz it will really kind of explain men to you really really well. Um so anyway, sorry that was a really random rant, but yeah. Men, they are difficult though. I don't know. But you gotta remember, like, men think the same way about us. They don't think they can they're always like, "Women are so hard to figure out," and da da da. We are. Like, we might not think so, like, women to women, because us women can usually figure each other out really well. It's like, women to women, like, we can figure each other out. But, like, men look at us with their logical brains, and they sit there going, "What?" Because a lot of what women do is not logical. And so for men, it's like, what?" So yeah. There's even sometimes with, like, my friends, like, sometimes, like, I remember one friend was like, uh, I don't even remember, but she was upset about something, and she just, like oh my word, just oh, man. Let me be clear here. It's okay to cry, and it's okay to, like, have emotions and to have that, but, like, the way she was doing it was just so overboard. I was like, "Holy crap." Like, it was a lot. So, there's sometimes with women that I'm just like, "Oh my word." And I think that's just because, like, again, I am a little bit older, and I'm also, like, a more logically minded female, And so I sometimes see stuff like that women get upset over, and I'm like, "Why?" Have no Some of them really don't. Some of them don't have any brains, you're correct. Like, my guy best friend, the one I told you about, I love him, I do, like, as a friend and as a brother, like, he's a good guy. But, like, okay, so he bought a car a while back, and it was, like, an old vintage car that, like, needs a ton of fixing up and stuff, like, it still runs and he can still drive it, but, like, it's a rough car, you know? Like, it needs some help. Where is this championship? 1:30. It's supposed to be in Fort Pinta. Don't tell me I missed it again. There's no way. It's Saturday, right? Yeah, it's Saturday. Why isn't the championship happening? I was here on time. Okay, you know what? I give up. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done for the night. I'm just I don't want to deal with it. It's fine. I got this horse up to level 14. I'm pretty happy about that personally. So I am gonna go ahead and get off because I am tired and I do really want to sleep. Um I'm honestly I'm kind of beat. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream and enjoyed me just spatting off and ranting. And again, like for those of you who came on later, like go listen to the beginning of the stream when I was talking. Um because there is something that I need advice on, and I know a lot of you guys have pets. And I just like I need your guys' advice on it. So if you guys go back and listen to the beginning of the stream, please do. Please like message me on Instagram like privately or leave me a comment on like what you think I should do about that situation. And like I explained like my whole thoughts on it and like everything on it. So but yeah, just go check out the beginning of the stream and just try and yeah, just give me advice on what to do. Sorry, I am like stuttering because I am so freaking tired. Um but yeah, just give me advice. I really don't know what to do here. So, yeah. Um but anyway, I am going to go ahead and get off. I will be on Star Stable for a little bit longer because I do have a Instagram post I need to do tonight. So I'll be on for like maybe another like 10, 15 more minutes. If you guys like want to stick around. If you guys are on, but I am gonna go ahead and get off the stream. So but yeah, I'm glad you guys were able to get on. It's good to see you guys all. It's always good to like talk. Um I don't usually talk to a lot of people outside of like my friends, so it is nice to kind of talk to some new people and get some more relationships and friends. So I am really grateful for that. But yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream for those who watch it later. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and a wonderful wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I will see you guys later. Bye.